Skywatch Media News for March the 5th, 2020. One of the biggest existential threats to our planet lies well beyond its boundaries, within the dark void of space, where meteors and asteroid fragments exist. These falling chunks of rock pose a future threat to the Earth. But the risk posed by meteor crashes is not about Hollywood movies. It's about protecting the only planet known to host life. Therefore, it is a risk that must be taken seriously. Destructive meteorites have crashed upon the Earth several times within the past century, and according to scientific modeling systems, they are expected to occur once every 60 years. The international agencies that monitor near-Earth objects have attempted to ease the concerns of the general public by suggesting that their detection methods are foolproof. But are they being truthful? Back in July of last year, a dangerous asteroid named 2019 OK passed within just 45,000 miles of the Earth without being picked up by detection radars. History has shown that over the years there have been other close calls, such as the 2013 Chelyabinsk meteor blast that occurred just 18 miles above the Russian surface. The explosion produced the equivalent of 444,000 tons of TNT, causing damage to buildings within 300 miles of the blast. The impact of such an encounter cannot be underestimated. 2020 promises to be another big year for meteor and fireball events. As shown here, the first 2 months of this year have already surpassed the monthly totals for the first 2 months of 2019, although many, if not most, of these events posed no serious threat to the planet. There are several significant objects that are coming our way in 2020 that are considered to be dangerous, although each of their astronomical trajectories indicate that they will all pass at a relatively safe distance from the Earth. Within the past month, a number of spectacular meteor and fireball events have lit up the skies across the planet. Let's take a look. On March 3rd, the American Meteor Society reported that hundreds of sightings occurred as a fireball streaked across the sky over Belgium and the Netherlands. Eyewitnesses to the event said that the light emanating from the fireball was bright enough to cast shadows. On February the 28th, an immense daylight fireball blazed across the sky over Croatia and Slovenia. The explosive disintegration was so powerful that it created a shockwave that set off seismic detectors in the region. In the town of Zagreb, residents reported strong ground tremors and had thought that an earthquake had just occurred. The fireball explosion, which created streaks of smoke across the sky, took place at an altitude of 18 miles, according to astronomers. Residents reported hearing a loud boom as the fireball flashed before their eyes. February was an incredibly active month for meteor fireball sightings. Shortly after midnight on February the 23rd, a bright, slow fireball dropped out of the Spanish sky and exploded over Andalusia. According to measurements, the fireball was generated by a rock from an asteroid that penetrated the atmosphere at over 26,000 miles per hour. The disintegration began at an altitude of 43 miles over Andalusia and ended at 18 miles over the Mediterranean Sea. A few days earlier, on February the 20th, a huge meteor changed night into day in the Russian Republic of Karelia. The event lasted for 6 seconds. Immediately following the bright flash of light, a booming sound reverberated across the region. On February the 21st, a space rock exploded over the Dominican Republic. The explosion was so immense that it was captured by cameras located in Puerto Rico. A brilliant fireball streaked across the skies of Arizona on February the 26th, and it was also spotted in several southwest U.S. states. The American Meteor Society received numerous reports about the meteor. Witnesses from different cities in Arizona, as far north as Flagstaff and as far south as Chandler in Phoenix, reported seeing the fireball. The meteor reportedly ended its flight somewhere over the Mazatzal Peak. Residents in neighboring states were able to observe the fireball, particularly those in California, New Mexico, Nevada, and Utah. An onlooker from Chandler noted that it was one of the most incredible and terrifying experiences he had ever witnessed, while a watcher from Murrieta, California, wrote that it was probably the best meteorite fireball that he had ever seen. A witness from Kingman said they had never seen anything like it. Since the 16th of February, there have been 4 confirmed reports of fireballs across Arizona, as well as confirmed reports of smoke trails and loud booms. But NASA has said that there is nothing to be concerned about, even though the spokesperson for the American Meteor Society has indicated that the appearance of these many fireballs in short order is very strange, and that there is no real explanation for their occurrence. The fireball that was observed over Phoenix during the morning of February 26th turned out to be a Jupiter family comet traveling at 58,000 miles per hour. This event was followed that evening by the appearance of an asteroid fragment disintegrating in the atmosphere at a speed of 36,000 miles per hour. Now, it is very rare to have 2 fireball events in the same locale on the same day. On February 16th, mystery booms were heard by residents in Yavapai County that were likely caused by a meteor. There were multiple reports of fireball sightings on that day. An official from NASA stated that for unknown reasons, there has been an increase in fireball reports during the early spring, but that they are not related to any meteor shower. Their rationale for the uptick in fireball sightings is that more people are out observing the sky these days. The realization that so many people are out observing the sky is a good thing, but NASA's rationale fails to explain what is taking place over our skies at this time, given the unusual statement recently provided by the American Meteor Society's spokesperson. Maybe the powers that be in our nation's capital should devote more of their time looking to the sky for answers rather than staring at one another. When we think of the sky, we want to look up from where we stand. But we are already standing in the sky, for the sky begins at the earth. Thanks for watching.